Oh, I don't have to. I was getting 10 seconds of silence. I don't have to do that anymore.
That's what I thought you were doing.
That's what I was doing. I don't need that. Okay, let me. I'm okay. I'm not okay. Now my red. Makeup? We don't have a makeup girl, so we fired her. She was a boy. And imaginary. Hello again, everyone, and welcome to your random card of the day. I'm joined again this week by Mike, or this day,
Yes.
this card. Mike is the rules guy and the game lore guy over on the Mana Pool podcast, which you probably listen to if you're here. Probably. And we're here to bring you your random card of the day. So, pull up Gatherer, and Gatherer, go. View card. What do we have?
Ooh.
Whoa. You know, I gotta let you do this one too.
All right. So, Mana Vault. I couldn't read the printed text from here if I tried. Mana Vault is an artifact that just costs 1. It doesn't untap during your untap step. At the beginning of your upkeep, you can pay 4, and if you do, you untap it. At the beginning of your draw step, if Mana Vault is tapped, you take a damage. And after all that, I bet you're wondering what the payoff is, you can tap it to add 3 colorless mana to your mana pool.
It's pretty sweet.
It is.
I have seen Mike, just in casual games, do ungodly, horrible things with a Mana Vault.
It's so much mana.
It is all the mana. Like, oh, but it costs 4 to untap. Shut up. So worth it. How worth it?
So worth it.
That was the appropriate length. So, let's run through this real quick. So, it doesn't untap.
Right.
But, during your upkeep, you get a chance to untap it. And then during your draw step, which is next, then it pings you.
Yes.
So you get the chance to untap it and not take the damage. Before
Correct.
it, you take the damage.
Right.
That's good. And then it taps for 3, you know.
Mm-hmm.
This was an alpha, beta unlimited, revised 4th, 5th. What is that? Oh, Vintage Masters. And then it was in Masters Edition 4 online. Wow, it took all the way to 4 to get that. Wow. I bet Graders was in the first one, though.
Probably.
Buh.
Our grader is actually pretty decent.
Yeah, but still. Not compared to Mana Vault.
No.
So that is Mana Vault. Let's see. Art. Mana Vault is... It's really freaking cool. But it's this massive floating cube with stuff on it.
Yeah, it's floating above this pit, and the cube is actually chained down so that it stays floating above the pit. You know, so that shows how much power is inside of it. You know, it's a vault that you stick all your mana in, so obviously it's got a lot of magical energy in it. So you got to chain it to the floor so it doesn't fly away. That's how you know you got the good stuff.
Yeah, the art is freaking sweet. I really hope I was able to find a nice big picture of it that you guys were looking at during all that, because it's freaking sweet. How sweet is it?
Friggin'.
Yeah. Who likes this card there, Mike? Like everybody?
Almost everybody.
Let's start with Timmy. Yeah. Probably likes it the least.
Yeah, Timmy, even though it can make a lot of mana, Timmy is a little hesitant that it'll start damaging him later. But it can make a lot of mana. You can play some really big things.
Yeah, it powers out his big things that he loves so much. Mm-hmm. And he has to take some damage later. So I think that will make a bunch of Timmys.
Really, that just depends on how experienced the particular Timmy is.
That's true, yeah.
Whether or not that damage puts him off of wanting to play this.
Johnny, of course Johnny likes it.
Of course.
Because Johnny likes all the mana.
Mm-hmm.
All the mana. Some of it?
And there's lots of, all of it.
Oh.
And there's lots of weird, freaky, interesting things that you can do with an artifact that only costs 1 and can tap for 3 mana.
That is very true. Like, you don't have to pay 4 to untap it. They make things to do that for you. Keys.
Yes.
And things. Spike? Yeah.
Yeah, this card can win a lot of games. I mean, it's been restricted in Vintage and banned in Legacy for a very long time.
Really?
A very, very long time.
Let's see. Sets and legality. Sets and really?
I don't think Gatherer wants to listen to you.
Still have internet. Oh, it is the internet. You're right, Mike. It is.
15 minutes and 2 internet connections later.
Shut up. I didn't realize it. Thought possibly you were mistaken. I should know better. Mike is never wrong. When Mike is wrong, Mike goes out and changes things.
Yes. Usually by just apologizing and correcting myself, but...
Oh, no, I meant you go out and make whatever you said that was wrong actually right. So you would have gone out to Wizards and made them ban it in Vintage and restricted, and which might be what you did. I blinked. You might have run out. I don't know. So who else likes this card? Who is that? That was
Spike.
That was Spike. Mm-hmm. And yeah, Spike likes anything that is cheap mana. I mean, Ancient Tomb is just one example.
Yeah.
One of a lot. Does aggro care? I don't think aggro cares.
No, not really. I mean, it's nice for aggro to be able to play some big things to help close the game, but I don't know, maybe. I mean, I know in olden times you could use it to get a quick Sengir Vampire or Shivan Dragon or something, which is nice.
Yeah, but nowadays it seems like aggro would rather just play something that hurts you or some severely undercosted creature.
Yeah, aggro would just rather not have to go through another card to play cards. They'd just rather play cards.
Yeah, whereas combo and control, well, control especially, control just is like, bah, look at all this mana. Same reason Johnny likes it. What?
I'm not so sure.
No?
Sometimes Mana Vault can be a real pain in the long game. And the way it ties up your mana if you want to actually untap it during your upkeep.
That is true.
I don't know. You have to be ready for it. I mean, it's made for jumping ahead several turns all of a sudden. Right. In terms of mana production. But it's just, most of the time it's only good for one burst. If you end up using it multiple times during a game to get that effect, that means you set yourself back significantly on some of the turns in between.
So Johnny likes it, but control decks maybe only sort of like it.
It depends.
Depending on the type of control.
Kind of like how it really depends on whether or not aggro likes it.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
So that leaves combo.
Combo is all over it.
Yeah, it's totally a crazy combo piece. Or it's just more mana to do your combo.
Right.
It doesn't have to be a piece.
Yeah. It's part of... it's one of the major pieces that goes into Gabe's 3-wheeled car deck. You remember that? Okay,
of course I do, but the viewers don't.
Yeah, I know. So there was a 4-card combo built into Fifth Dawn. It was the stations. Summoning stations, grinding station, salvaging station, and blasting station. That was the other one. Okay, so when they're all 4 together, each of them taps for something, and something happens, and that event will trigger one of the other ones to untap. And they all point at each other in a circle. So when you have all 4 of them on the battlefield and a cheap artifact to sacrifice to get one of them going, it just goes around and around and around and you win. But there are some ways to put other cards in the mix that you only need 3 of the stations out, and you can do some screwed up stuff to get an infinite combo, and that's why Gabe called it the 3-wheeled car.
Because he left one out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Our buddy Gabe likes to play the most bizarre, janky, nonsensical decks and then kill you with them. So
yes. He was the one who taught me how to play and build decks in the first place.
And he's not a very, nuts and bolts player, so he'll miss triggers and screw this up and still kill you. It's awful. I've seen it happen. It's not pretty. Oh, now I'm twitching. Thanks, Mike. So that was why Combo likes it. Because reasons. So let's see here. This is totally a constructed card.
Yeah.
Because I can't see you
Because you have to have something to do with it.
Yeah, I can't see you just wanting to
For limited, this is one of those cards where you look at it and say, what the hell am I supposed to do with this?
Yeah.
This is good, but now what?
Yeah, but constructed, obviously you're going to build the deck with this in mind.
Right.
Commander, sure.
Oh yeah, I put it in several commander decks because commander decks are usually full of big spells.
Yeah, and I think I have a couple in some of my 1 and 2 color commander decks. Mm-hmm. Let's see, Moto.
I have no idea.
Fine. Like, it doesn't... You might start to hate it because if you don't want to untap it, it'll keep asking you, hey, you want to
Yes.
untap this?
I was actually thinking that earlier when I was thinking of these. We were going to talk about these different things. It might actually get a little more annoying on Moto because it keeps saying, "Hey, want to pay 4 mana?" It's like, no. Oh, take a damage. Damn
And then next turn, hey,
it.
you want to pay 4 mana? And it never changes tone. It's always, hey, you want to pay 4 mana? It doesn't get more insistent. It doesn't... No, it's, hey, want to pay 4 mana? Yeah. So who's left? It's down to Vorthos and Melvin again.
Yep. What those some Melvin?
This is all Melvin. There's...
I don't know about that.
Really?
Well,
okay, this might be one. Oh, we can make a case for either way.
so the thing, I guess the only reason I think it might sort of be a Vorthos card is because of the iconic art that goes along with, this is the Mana Vault.
That's true. And it's possible that they flavored it in such a way.
Yeah, because
the reason that it hurts
yeah,
you.
it was built up from the concept of this is something where you can store mana in it, but if you take some out, you got to put more back in.
I don't know. It seems,
Yeah, some of the cards in Alpha, it's kind of hard to tell whether they started from the concept or the function.
Yeah, it seems to me that they realized that the big mana boost was good and needed to have a drawback attached to it, so they added the 4 to untap and the damage to balance it out because it does only cost 1.
Well, Basalt Monolith was also in Alpha. That's just, it costs 3, but that's 3 out and 3 in, and it doesn't damage you if it stays tapped.
What does it cost?
Basalt Monolith costs 3.
Oh, that's probably why then. Okay.
Yeah. Some of the Alpha stuff is really hard to pick apart.
It's true, because with Alpha, their flavor, color pie, sorta, whatever, just go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll call this one a draw between Vorthos and Melvin.
Sure.
They'll both claim it if they want it, and they'll both go, that's his if they don't want it, so it's fine. They're forever nitpicking each other. It's awful. You ever try to take them both out, like, to lunch somewhere? Not even somewhere nice. Just run to, like, Chick-fil-A on a Saturday because you know you can't go tomorrow. Like, well, come on, we'll just go. And there's the whole time. I had to turn the car around once.
Yeah. I got to the point where I would just leave them at the apartment. I was like, oh, tell me what you want. You guys can stay here and waste each other's time.
I love Chick-fil-A. And I had to turn the car around. You know what we ate? Dirt. And we were thankful to get it.
Uphill both ways.
In the snow. No shoes. Anyway. We're old.
We are.
Yeah. There are some kids that are probably watching this that weren't alive when the last time this card was printed in paper.
5th edition, that was what, 1997?
Okay, maybe they are. No, they probably aren't. Cause,
Wow.
Yeah, 97 was what? I can't do math. It's less than 20 years ago?
14?
14?
No, that's not right. Yes, it is. 14 years ago. Wow. Yeah, I know of at least one fan that we met in person who was not alive. That's amazing. We are old.
Yeah. With that, this has been your random card of the day. Be sure to click the big Mana Pool logo on that newfangled washing machine and get off our lawn. Got anything else?
No.
Nah. Oh well. So get off my lawn, and thank you all very much for watching, and go play some Magic. Kids today, not knowing Mana Vault. Ugh.